Hey, and welcome back to the Talos Principle. This time in Area 6 of the Sandy Worlds. We have 3 puzzles in here after we finished reading last time. This seems to be a rather small area, but, you know, I'm always curious about what I can find. By the way, with the lighting and stuff, I cannot tell the difference between those 2 colors. Anyway, do we start with the easy ones? I would say yes. Let's go for the... I mean, technically this one's really easy because there's only gemmas in there. But it is a red piece, so we are going to leave that one till last. Let's go for the easy ones. This is just a laser one. Just doors and windows. You know, everything in the future is windows. If only it could be another operating system. Like doors. In any case, let's see. We have a little block of stone? I don't know why you're standing around like that. Seems kind of suspicious. Gonna be completely honest here. Alright, let's bring you. I need to light up something. Can I reach you from here? I can. Let's select you. Wonderful, wonderful. I guess we have to connect a bunch of lasers? Wait. This is where we came from, right? I'm not imagining things now. Okay. For some reason I thought maybe there was like a second entrance into this area. Would have been interesting because we haven't really had something like that before. I just want to see if I can find anything. Like, I'm always suspicious of like these spots now that we have seen a key. Okay, so this just opens that though. Huh. I guess we can just continue like this then. We do have another laser. If I move you slightly, I can actually see you from here. That's actually not a bad idea. Let's select you here, and I'm gonna put you about here-ish. Should be able to at least get both of them. If I move you around just slightly. Like, where is it? It's over there. That should connect everything. Not 100% sure what this puzzle is about otherwise. I guess I'm getting another connector. To be fair, like, this is a yellow puzzle. I don't really expect yellow puzzles to be too difficult. Can I connect you from here? Yeah, I can. Oh yeah, you are going to block that. That's fine though. I can just reconnect you over here because we don't need to enter that area again. Let's just do it like that. It's fine. Well, we do have some windows over here that at least explains the window part of the title. But otherwise, I guess I just have to go over here. Anything hidden? I guess not, but like even from here, I guess I can shoot a laser through here, but there aren't actually that many spaces where that would be possible. I'm just assuming that I'm gonna need that, so there's probably going to be one of the lasers standing here. Which means that I need one to connect over there, huh? I might need that one in a second. I just feel like this is going to be like an end point for all of this. Wait, if I... How many do we have? We have like this connector here. And we have like 2 over here. With the issue being that you kind of have to be here. There isn't really a window I could use otherwise. So like the furthest I can bring you is basically here. Yeah. Can I move you around though? Can't reach that window? There isn't really a window at all. Maybe, you know, maybe I was a little bit too arrogant and there's actually, you know, an issue here. I can't reach you from there. So I have to put you here-ish. Huh. There wasn't anything over here, right? Oh wait, why didn't I bring you? You know what? That probably is part of the issue. Okay, wait, I can see you from here though. So if I go as far back as I can, like there, then I should be able to hopefully reach that from over here. Just barely not. Like this. Okay. Just overthinking it because I missed one of my connectors, I guess. So that wasn't too bad. We're also getting close to what I'm assuming to be the last upgrade we're going to get in this game. Maybe it's like one very last one. Just because there isn't like a lot of time left for us to get those yellow pieces. Oh, there's actually a ladder. Like I first saw the ladder. Then I saw the column on the right when I was like looking back and I thought like, oh wait, my eyes must have played like tricks on me. But no, there was actually a ladder. You know, sometimes I am just kind of silly like that. I guess. Anyway, there's something to read. My dog again. What? Wait, what's more pathetic? This shallow construct of a world, this idiot's playground, or that I continue to solve its contrivances for lack of better sport. This is kind of what I theorized about last episode. Wait, was it last episode? I thought last or this one that Elohim kind of just wants us to continue here to entertain us, to have like the, I guess, this world last longer because he believes it should last eternally. Anyway, sheep. There's more to it. Look at what we're doing. We're solving problems, being tested, improving ourselves. Some of us fall early and get replaced. But you and me, we're still going, we're closer to the end. And interestingly enough, very different opinions here. Because Ed was also quite a skeptic, but like Dog seems to be even more of one. But whether those are contrivances or not, I do like this kind of sport. So, you know, the brain sport, the big brain sport. That makes me feel smart whenever I solve something. Okay, another yellow one. Crisscross Conundrum. Ooh. Let's see, anything hidden? Wait, there definitely must have been like a star in this area, right? We have to check that one out later. Okay, we have some blue here. We need to get blue over there, okay. But for now we need red. I can at least connect you. See what we can find. We are probably going to find, like for example, this connector. This laser pointer there basically missed because I wasn't paying attention apparently. Okay, we want to open you. We can do that. Like for now that shouldn't be much of an issue because we're not really struggling with the blue. Oh, you want me to continue over there? That's probably going to be one last one. And you bring me where? Oh, there's the last one in this row. I'm assuming that's the last one in general. There didn't seem to be too much more space. But you know me and assumptions. I am totally always correct about them. I would never be wrong. But talking about like crisscross, I can put you like up here. That wouldn't be too bad actually. But first let's get all of the laser pointers over here. Just checking, you know, maybe there's a key. We found keys before. And this is going to be like my new sport where I'm just looking for keys in every single crevice that the game has to offer. Except the ones where they actually are. Huh. Well, leaving it at that. Okay, I need to get you around. Like the biggest issue obviously being I need to get the blue through here. Like my first thought is obviously like if I have like... Okay, I thought I had like something connecting over there and that was why I saw like some movement, but it's just me getting close enough to the grass. I confused myself. Like obviously we want to connect to you, but we can't do it from here. Oh, wait, I have an idea. As always. I don't know if I have enough lasers for this, but if I connect you and go around, like, can I find like an angle for that? Okay, like my idea is like if I put like another piece here, then I could go around basically, right? Like if I do this. Okay, not quite because I don't have the space, but let's just say over here I'm going to let that go in a moment because I still need the other connectors. Wait, is that the last one? No, we have two. Okay, two could be enough. Can I see you somehow? at the same time. There doesn't seem to be a spot for both at the same time. But maybe if I put you here, they might have like an angle for both of them. And now you are going around, which is like the main reason why I want this. I should be able to just look at the blue one from here. Like that. And the laser should just go around. And... you know, classic yellow puzzle. I love it. Okay. Now that we have that, can I break out of here? Like, I'm always curious, right? But I feel like we don't get enough boxes in this area, and I don't really see, like, an easy way out, at least. Like, this is the closest thing. But I'm gonna leave it at that, then. Like, I obviously need to see something that's rather obvious for me to even try attempt to leave. Like, for example, if I could reach, like, this platform, maybe I could do something. But I'm guessing this one's a little bit tighter when it comes to the jumps. Or I guess the ability to not jump. Well, in any case, this seems to be the last puzzle of the area. Just real quick. Can I... just checking if with my back, because I can't actually see anything. Can I go through here? Is there like a secret tunnel? You know, secret tunnel through the mountain and all that? Because if there isn't, then... well, then there isn't. I really can't do anything against that, I guess. Unless there was like an interact key again. Like, it would be... imagine going, you know, backwards into one of these... oh wait, it's just a light. These areas just for there to be like a button prompt. That would be like just slightly silly, right? Okay. It doesn't seem like there's one. I just wanted to check if there is a star piece here. There isn't. This is the first time, I think. Was there like another area that didn't have a star? Like, even the first area has a star, even though we haven't found it yet. But anyway, Egyptian arcade. What makes an arcade Egyptian? That's like the big question here. Like, what makes something Egyptian? Like, outside of the sand, apparently, and palm trees? Huh. I guess we will never find out unless I solve this. And even then, I would, you know, believe that I can find a way to not figure it out. Well, we do have some explosives. That has been some time since we last had some. Are you? Okay. I just wanted to see. This definitely was too close. We have two of you. You probably don't blow each other up, right? That would be weird if you did. Yeah, okay, so you actually keep each other's... I guess... I wouldn't say that you keep each other safe, but you sure ignore each other. Okay, we have one of you here. That's useful. Okay, I need to get the other jammer. And the easiest way to do that would be to block you. I'm gonna quickly try to get this one. I need to kind of sync you up. Wait, am I being stupid here? I might be. Yeah, I should have probably done that a little bit differently, because if I sync you up properly, like, then I could have just continued, but I can also just wait now I think about it. Right, I can just wait until you're gone and pick you up. Okay, now I at least have two jammers. That's a start, right? Like, I don't have to be silly about that. The issue is that you're probably going to go through there now. Yeah, and you bump against that. That's not quite what I wanted, but we can probably manage if I just put you there. And I can just stop them from the other side for a moment. Do I have enough time? I might have enough time. Let's be... no, I did actually almost break that. Wait, are you bouncing out? Okay, you are. That's actually perfect. That gives me just enough time to go through here and block that off. Issue being those. But we are getting some keys here, and I would like you to stay over there. That's fine. Let's pick you up. I hope I don't have to continue here. Wait, which one is connected to the door? You, right? No, that's not quite it. I guess you are. Okay, now I need to do the same with this one. I'm going to block you for a moment. Open up. I don't know if I need to keep the... Okay, I need to keep the jammers. What about dog? This whole world is a desert. Even the parts that look alike are just more sand. Everything is dead or dying. Anyone who tells you a different is lying. I mean, I see some palm trees. They seem... I mean, they seem somewhat dry now that I look at them. But like, they're still living. In a way. I mean, we're still not... Okay, where do I get the cable? Okay, I have to go around. We are still in a simulation, so like, what is alive and what's dead? That's questionable in any case. Wait, you are the one that's connected to that one, right? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna wait until you're through, or like bouncing. Okay. You just need... That was too quick. Actually, I have an idea. Why am I being silly about this? Oh wait, I know why I'm being silly, because I did not plan this right. Wait, do you have enough space, right? You're not going to bounce? Okay, that's perfect. So I can just get you out of here. I just overthought that slightly, just slightly. I thought you would bounce again and then go out, and it would have been like a whole mess, and I feel like this is probably a lot easier. Okay, let's block you. I can go to the right at least. That should be safe. I guess if I'm quick. They do take a second to actually aim at you. But then what? How close can I get? Like if I go over here. You're definitely beeping. But I can make it through, okay. So this is definitely more timing based than the rest. You're probably connected to the tower on this side, right? Okay, let's go through here. Like if I block you, then you're still off. Okay. Wasn't too bad then. Now, you know, key check. As always, have a key check. And get the last piece. We have 16 extra pieces, which is like 20 in total. That's a good number, I think. As always, I have no idea how many pieces I need. I'm just gonna assume that I need all of them at the end, because otherwise it would be silly to have like more than them, right? Right? I'm just assuming that there's like some game design like that in there to like at least solve the entire tower. Oh. Okay, you're just standing in front of this area. In a weird way, which is why I thought that there was maybe a secret behind here, but I guess not. Alas, I guess there are no secrets in this world. Too bad. Well, anyway, we still have a few minutes, but we can't really do too much. Unless there's like something I'm forgetting here. Because we are kind of done with this area, which is impressive, I guess. We could... Actually, we have one thing that we can do, and I feel like this is going to not take too long. Unless it does, in which case it's going to be a slightly long episode. We do have the next... Wait. The area 6, right? Area 7 is the last area. I for some reason thought that we could just go for the purple pieces and do that stuff, right? Like talk to another messenger. Ooh, the eye is back. I mean, I like to attack with you if that happens. Ooh. Encrypting a secure message. Done. It's me again. I guess we shouldn't talk about over these terminals, that's right. Seems like this didn't quite work. And like telling me the word, like... Okay, here's the thing. I obviously thought that there would be some risk involved in getting me the password. But since there was a reaction instantly, I'm assuming that if I ask them for the work, even if it's like a secure message, it seems like it's not secure enough. Unless I don't actually... Did I pay attention to that? I don't think I did pay attention to the fact whether or not the previous message was a secure one. But I do agree we shouldn't talk about over these terminals. Let's be, you know, nice and, you know, worry about, like, the other person. Don't know how long we have. Must type quick. In case something happens, the word is faith. Okay, pending. Error. Rip. Done. Support session opened. There was a problem with your request, administrator. It was flat out unreasonable. Why persist with these inquiries when they are so hopeless? I'll tell you what. If you promise never to access the communications portal again, we say no more about it. Are we agreed? Would I say the password here? Okay, here two possible... Okay, there are actually more than two possible ways to see that. But either the password is correct, and maybe, you know, the assistant doesn't know that we have the password yet. So maybe we shouldn't reveal that fact. Alternatively, it's incorrect, right? Like the message already wasn't sent by the correct person. So that's also something. Sure and sincere, not a chance. Would I go for faith or not a chance? I wouldn't be sincere about it. Let's start with that one. I would not be sincere about not accessing the communications portal. I want to learn more about this world, so this would be a lie. I am not sincere if I said sure. The question is, would I be honest about that? And... I'm also not really sure about like how this message started, I guess, by the assistant. Because we talked to like the other assistant, which might just be like the same one, about how we would still come back to talk to them. Right, there seems to be like some sort of intelligence in there as well. I mean, everywhere here seems to be like some sort of intelligence when we are chatting with someone, but whether that's true or false, that's another question. I'm also kind of curious about what happens if I say not a chance. Am I just going to lose administrator, you know, power? Because if I say faith now, and then whoever controls that may get that password, which is why I don't want to use it here. I don't understand where I'm supposed to use it, so I'm just gonna say not a chance. In that case, I think I've changed my mind. Not only will your communication access be restricted, but my typing privileges will be totally revoked. Do you have any final words? Estefa, nice knowing you, as if I care. I mean, it's a typing... Okay, typing privileges is actually kinda annoying, because we can't really read text if we do that. But again, I don't really... This is like so much of a gamble. I mean, both of them are kind of gambles. But like, if I'm getting all of the stuff revoked... It's nice knowing you, because they still wanted to communicate with us, right? I feel like that's the most reasonable one in that case. The question is, what does revoking typing privileges mean? Because I'm technically typing to control my character. I don't know, nice knowing you. Thinking. Well, you're thinking, huh? Do you realize I just gave you two separate opportunities to use the code word you were given, and increasing pressure, and you refrained both times? Tell me honestly why. I didn't feel it was especially necessary. I wasn't sure what it would do. I forgot about it. No, I did not forget about it. I talked about it. So I'm like, I still feel like giving the password is a trap. I didn't feel it was especially necessary. That's true. Oh. I was rather hoping you might have foiled my little scheme. I put together this code word nonsense to see if you'd really taken my sermons to heart. Turns out you succeeded by chance. There's no one on the other end of the communications portal. There's no magic word that shuts down the server. I assumed as much, that this is like an opportunity, which is why I noted that it's interesting that we are only seeing message. There's only me and you and an eternity of doubt. Everything else is just a convenient lie to keep you on the treadmill. I mean, you know, I'm getting some confirmations here. There may not be... Wait, there may be no worlds but this one, but there is truth to be found, that's true. I think there's always truth to be found. I understand now, I can't trust anything I see here. I feel like we kinda got that. I might be trusting too much of the text that I'm reading. Like most of them, because many of them are historic. And I can at least like semi-confirm their existence in like my world, right? Wait, you tricked me? Nah, I kinda expected something like that. But I feel like the truth is to be found. Uh-huh. That fact didn't stop you buying into a secret word that somehow deactivates the entire world, did it? Are you kidding me or what? Do you remember when we first met? We had that talk about not believing everything you see, and yet all it took to catch you out was a little technobabble and a change of formatting. Exactly. Hello, I'm alone and scared just like you. I'm not even sure if we really have like admin privileges, but yeah, I'd agree with anything, because this is like what I talked about before, that it's interesting that I guess the serpent in the machine has admin privileges, because you only get them by being a person, which implies that they already reached that point. Or that's all a lie and there isn't even a way to get like the certification process and this is just for fun. Are you usually so reckless with where you place your faith? I'm a skeptic, but I like to believe the beginning, right? Like I tend to check later. So yeah, sure. I can use that on profile. You know, I'm not really checking your profile. I just do that to make you feel more comfortable. Thanks. Really, I just remember everything you ever said. At any rate, I'd agree. But you know what? I'll accept that I've rather dominated this discourse. I've been asking a lot of questions. I've not really given you a chance. Why don't you have one free question on me and I'll answer it as honestly as I possibly can. No tricks. But think carefully before asking. What am I? What are you? What is your name? How do I get out of here? How is this place related to the human world? What's at the top of the tower? What happened to the person I was talking to? Really? I don't care to question you. Here's the thing. Do I trust that there are no tricks? This is like the last answer to me. Like, if I ask... Like, they are in control. I cannot check anything. I do not believe that they know what's on top of the tower, unless they actually manage to do that, but they could just tell me anything. Think carefully before asking. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know. How do I get out of here? I don't think there's a way, like to my understanding at least. At least assuming that the events that we have read about are true, that like humanity is probably extinct at this point. What's your name would be interesting. I would love a name. It would be interesting to see whether Elohim is also this one. It's just like kind of a fight they have like with us, right? Like kind of have fun, see how, to get some entertainment. Because we don't really talk to Elohim that much. So either it's the name or I don't really care about questions. I feel like I don't really care about questions because, at this point, not very stimulating. But okay, we'll move on. So look, here's the rub. Feel free to access the library. No better cure for broken beliefs, realizing everyone's got them. You can ignore me entirely. You can climb to the very tip of that madman's tower and drink from the golden nectar there. That's something new. But once you understand that you and I will be stuck here together for the duration, you come back and pass the time. Be seeing ya. I mean, I don't mind talking to this, I guess, AI inside of the PC. But like, we don't have to play games. I guess we did something here that I didn't intend to do originally, but it did actually pass the time. So that was very nice. Also, how did I miss you? How am I reaching you? Can I? I mean, I can climb you, but I can't climb that part. But maybe... Like, I can't stand on here, right? That so much is true. Is there like a rock I can use to get slightly more height? Like if I stand over here, can I make the jump over there? Ahaha! And I can jump over there. So I guess there is more to do in this area. Good thing I actually looked up for once. I'm just getting confused by like all of the spots where the light actually can shine through. Can I make this jump? Can. Okay. Get up here. I can get around. Ooh. To at least get a purple piece. I apparently can't climb any higher though. But then again, we are kind of high up already. Okay, here's something I generally don't do that, but I'm kind of curious. Or should I? Like, I'm kind of curious about like what's on the other side, but like I mentioned this before, like... Oh, wait, there's a way to actually check without using FreeCam, because I want to talk about FreeCam. Like, I have used FreeCam like once or twice, but I'm not a really big fan of it if I can stop myself. What? Nice glasses. Another reference to something? Okay, now I'm not sure which this is about. But hey. Kamikaze? Okay. Wearable? Clear? Gnome? Okay. Can I play games on here? I feel like, even though those look like PS2 controllers, I feel like the game something? Gamepad? It's just a texture, right? Oh. Use? Not new commander? Elite? Can I press Y? No? Can I do something here? Can I use the controller? Wait, I'm curious. I mean, I'm always curious, but like, I'm mostly just confused. That's probably from like some game series that I just don't know. However, clear that is. I'm sorry, I don't actually play that many games. I say that as I am playing all the games now for this channel, but you know, that's why the channel is here. Anyway, I guess I can just relax here to the music. There isn't like I can't use like the Y key on my keyboard or like the Z key because those are like switched because I use the German one. Or like the N key also doesn't do anything, so I'm guessing I can't actually interact with you properly. Interesting though that I have the option. I actually just wanted to go up here to look outside. Well, how lovely though. There are a lot of dunes. It's also the first time where... I think this is the first time where we absolutely cannot leave from what it looks like. At least not to the extent... You know what I'm kind of thinking about this? Does that mean that every area basically has an Easter egg that I just missed? Maybe even the password, like the passcode or whatever you want to call it, like the 24 number puzzle. Maybe even that one's not really related to the star that I'm looking for, but instead another Easter egg that makes sense to someone who has like more, I guess, cultural knowledge than I do. In any case, I guess... Well, I guess I know how to get here if I need to look at it again. But for now, I'm just gonna, you know, end the episode. And next time, we are going to do more puzzles and probably more reading. But in any case, I wish you a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope you enjoyed the episode. And I'll be seeing you next time. Till then, have a good one, and bye-bye.